I'm mixing up a brand new cocktail at Oga's Cantina, but it's not as new as you might think. The Takodona Quencher is going to be wild. It's got melon, it's got kiwi, it's got everything delicious. Let's make it. All right, so this Takodona Quencher, I don't even know what that is, and I love Star Wars, so. Disney just loves changing up drinks and names for no reason other than they hate the original trilogy. This drink was originally called the T16 Skyhopper. Yeah, they changed a few ingredients, and as I famously, repeat all the time, if you change a couple of ingredients, you can change the name. At least that's what I say. But they did change the name, and it's got the same flavor profile as before, maybe a little more exotic. It's got more of a dragon fruit vibe than a melon vibe, but it's nothing crazy, and it's, I don't know, if you're gonna change the name, make it something cool. I don't know what the Takodona is. Someone tell me what a Takodona Quencher is. I think a T16 Skyhopper is way cooler. It's a reference to Luke. I'll quit ranting. I sound like a boomer right now. I sound like the classic, it was better back in my day. I'm not even from that day. I'm not even 30. What am I mad for? Here's the dilemma with this drink. Because they made it with a more exotic taste and more exotic ingredients, they're not as easy to find, but there are some workarounds. So you're gonna first need to find dragonberry rum. Now you're probably wondering, what is a dragonberry? There's no such thing as a dragonberry. It's not real. But if we take a look at our lovely bottle of dragonberry Bacardi rum, it's got pictures of dragon fruit and strawberry. Now what you could do if you didn't find this bottle, you wouldn't, you simply didn't want to, you could just throw some strawberry and dragon fruit right in some rum, let it infuse for a couple days, boom, dragonberry rum. My only issue is this drink is a bright green color. You're gonna get a pink liquor, possibly even red. I just don't know if it would work. And I should have tried it, but I already bought it, so we're using it. I wanna make this accurately. But honestly, try the infusion at home, see how it goes. Next time I run out of this, you better believe I'm not buying it, so. The next step, now this one I did make. You could buy a kiwi syrup, right? And I have a kiwi syrup, but I wanted to make a real kiwi syrup, a real fresh kiwi syrup. So here's what I did. I took some kiwi, sliced and diced them, threw them in this container, covered them with pure cane sugar, and I just let it sit in the fridge for 48 hours. You could go longer, you could go 72 hours. But what happens is these become super syrupy, and you can just strain them out, and boom, you got kiwi syrup. It's beautiful, it's delicious. You can do this with just about any fruit out there. First things first, let's grab our dragonberry rum. It definitely smells more strawberry-esque than dragon fruit, because dragon fruit really doesn't smell or taste like anything. So yeah, if you want, just infuse this one at home. Let's do 1.5 ounces. I will say this, Bacardi, it's not overly expensive for what it is. And I mean, it's good flavors generally. I feel like there's just not a lot of rums that can compete with Bacardi. I mean, they do so many flavors. They're always, passable at the very least. I've never had an inherently bad Bacardi rum, so why hate on it? Why hate when you can just throw in 1/2 ounce of blue carousel? Next, we're gonna add 1/2 ounce of our kiwi syrup. So here's a quick little tidbit, little fun fact, little just fact in general. Disney has a partnership with the company Simply Orange. I don't know what they're called, but they're the ones who make Simply Tangerine, Simply this, Simply that. And Disney seems to have exclusive flavors of that because this recipe calls for Simply Orange with pineapple. I can't even order it on Amazon, man. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna grab orange juice with a splash of pineapple. It's simple. So we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of orange juice and 1/2 ounce of pineapple juice. Oh, and by the way, if you don't wanna go through all the steps to make the kiwi syrup, I would imagine muddling a kiwi, maybe throwing in a little bit of cane sugar would be the same, if not exact, flavor profile that you're looking for. Let's load this up with ice. Another little tidbit, I'm trying to give you guys more facts, kind of helping your bartending game, helping you step it up at home. You don't need to shake a cocktail for very long, especially if you're like me, you're not using a large cube. You can just do it about 10 seconds and you're good. You don't wanna over dilute your cocktails. If you're using a large cube, it's not gonna chill as fast. A lot of people say large cube's superior. I say try it at a blind taste test and see what really tastes better. But don't shake more than about 10 seconds with, smaller ice. Let's pour. And there it is, the Takodona Quencher. Before I try this, I gotta look up what a Takodona is. All right, guys, I have the answer. I know why Disney changed the name. The T16 Skyhopper is what we have here, right? This is a little different. There's no melon. There's dragonberry now. It's a little fruitier, a little more exciting. The difference? Takodona is the planet famously seen. It was in Star Wars Battlefront 2, which is a classic. We're not gonna disrespect a classic. We're not. Which, by the way, has anyone played it on the Switch? I heard it's been terrible since launch, but regardless. Takodona is the planet Maz, whatever her name is, has her base of operations in episode 7. So there you go, Disney changing a classic Skyhopper to a new sequel era thing. That's Disney for you. They're just, oh, those silly goofy goobers. They're just having a good time. There's my rant. Again, let's try the T16 Skyhopper, not the Takodona Quencher. Ooh, it is delicious. It is much better, surprisingly, despite the ingredients being almost the same. This is a major improvement on the T16. It definitely is worthy of a new name, albeit I wish they picked a name not from the sequels. Taste-wise, you're getting like an exotic wild berry Skittle flavor. It's crazy. It's super delicious though. I think it's another really refreshing drink. The color is extremely fun. Blue curacao isn't gonna hurt anyone. You have those bright citrus notes. You have a little bit of that tropical pineapple. You got the dragonberry, you got strawberry. I mean, it's just like a flavor combo of so many different fruits that it just, each one is kind of hitting you all with like one equal strong punch that it works so well. I have to say this might be my favorite one of the Disney cocktails. And it's so simple too. I almost forgot there was kiwi in there. Okay, it's incredible. I'll give credit where credit is due. If you're gonna make just one drink, I mean, this is simple. This is almost, dare I say, easy. The Takodona Quencher. I'll respect the name. Disney, you outdid yourselves with this one. Cheers. This bastard.